Dear children, in the last session we have learned about mean deviation, how to calculate mean deviation about mean and how to calculate mean deviation about median for discrete data or for ungrouped data. Now in this session we are going to learn how to calculate both the mean deviation about mean as well as median for grouped data. Grouped data again is categorized into two, that is the first one discrete data as well as the second one continuous data. Discrete data means, as we have discussed earlier, individual data points will be given and the corresponding frequencies will be given as our set of data is grouped. And for continuous data, the data will be given as intervals and the corresponding frequencies of intervals will be given in the data set. And we will learn how to find the mean deviation about mean and median for this grouped data. To find the mean deviation about mean for the discrete frequency distribution, first we have to learn what is a discrete frequency distribution. A discrete frequency distribution can be given as xi. Xi means you will have different x values, x1, x2, x3, etc. till xn, and their corresponding frequencies will be given. That is, the frequency of the first observation is f1, frequency of the second observation f2, similarly for x3 it is f3 and etc. fn. Now we need to learn how to find the mean for this discrete frequency distribution. In order to find the mean of this discrete data, to find the mean, that is to find x bar, it is sum of I from 1 to n frequency into data value divided by sum of frequencies. Again it is I from 1 to n, or this fi is denoted as capital N also, where capital N is the sum of frequencies. Therefore mean for discrete data is found out using the formula sum of I from 1 to n fi into xi divided by sum of the frequency, sum of I from 1 to n fi, or this expression is also denoted as capital N, where capital N is the sum of all frequencies. Now to find the mean deviation about mean, first we learned how to find the mean. Then mean deviation, the formula is given as mean deviation about mean is equal to sum of I from 1 to n fi into modulus of xi minus x bar divided by again sum of the frequencies I from 1 to n. This is how we find the mean deviation about mean for a discrete data. Now let us discuss a question from exercise 15.1, that is question number 5, how to find the mean deviation about mean for this set of data. X values are given 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and the corresponding frequencies are given 7, 4, 6, 3 and 5. Sum of fi or capital N, sum of fi or capital N is 25. Now in order to find the mean xi fi, we need to find fi into xi. So you have to multiply 5 into 7, 10 into 4, 15 into 6. All those values are given here and their sum is 350. To find the mean, then you have to do this, sum of fi xi divided by sum of fi, that is 350 divided by 25. 350 divided by 25, the value is 14. Now, in order to find the mean deviation, you have to find the absolute value of the deviation from each observation. So, modulus of xi minus x bar. Xi minus x bar means xi minus 14. 5 minus 14 is minus 9. Taking the absolute value, it is 9. Similarly, 10 minus 14, it is minus 4. Taking the absolute value, it is 4. 15 minus 14, 1. 20 minus 14, it is 6. And 25 minus 14, it is 11. Now, frequency into those absolute values. That is 9 into 7, 4 into 4, 6 into 1, 3 into 6, 5 into 11. All those values we have got, and the sum we have got it as 158. Now, mean deviation about mean is equal to sum of I from 1 to n fi into modulus of xi minus x bar divided by sum of fi. That is 158 divided by 25. Mean deviation about median is 158 divided by 25, which is equal to 6.32. Whenever you do problems in statistics, what you have to make sure is that the final answer, you should not leave it as a fraction. You have to find the actual values corrected to 2 decimals. Make sure you have 2 decimal places after 2 numbers after the decimal. So the answer is 6.32. That is the mean deviation about mean for this set of data, that is discrete grouped data, is 6.32. Now, one more question is there. Question number 6 can be done as homework. Now let us discuss mean deviation about median. Same thing for discrete grouped data. To find mean deviation about median, the only difference is when we find mean deviation about median, it is sum of I from 1 to n frequency fi into modulus of xi minus median. Instead of mean, we find median and take the deviation of each x values from the median and divide it with sum of frequencies. Now we have to learn how to find the median of a grouped data. How do we find the median of a grouped data? We have xi, that is x1, x2, etc. xn we have the corresponding frequencies f1, f2, etc. fn. Then in order to find the median, we have to find the cumulative frequency. How do we find the cumulative frequency of a grouped data? First value is f1 itself. Second value means f1 plus f2. Then third value, this f1 plus f2 plus f3. And the last value will be f1 plus f2 plus etc. plus fn. This is how you calculate the cumulative frequency. And if the last value or the sum of frequencies is an even number, then how do we find the median? In order to find the median, if the total cumulative frequency, the sum is an even number, then you have to choose the data point corresponding to n by 2th, average of n by 2th and n by 2 plus 1th observation. If the data point is even, then you have to choose the observation which is the average of n by 2th and n by 2 plus 1th frequency. The data point corresponding to an average of n by 2th and n by 2 plus 1th frequency. If the data point is odd, or if the cumulative frequency is an odd number, then you have to take the observation corresponding to n plus 1 by 2th frequency. For example, if capital N, that is the sum of frequencies, if capital N is equal to 9, then if capital N is equal to 9, then that is the value sum of frequencies is 9, it is an odd number, then you have to take the observation or take the data point which is corresponding to 9 plus 1 by 2, that is 10 by 2, which is 5th observation, that is the data point which is corresponding to the 5th frequency. Again, if n is equal to, if n is an even number, if n is equal to 30, that is the sum of frequencies is 30, then you have to take the average of n by 2th and n by 2 plus 1 frequency, that is 30 by 2, that is 15, and 30 by 2, 15 plus 1, 16, that is 15th and average of 15th and 16th observation you have to take. This is how you find the median. Next, we will see how to find the mean deviation about median of discrete distribution. For that, we will do question number 7 from exercise 15.1. Question number 7. To find the mean deviation about median for discrete grouped data, we are discussing now question number 7 from exercise 15.1. Here, in this question, x values are given 5, 7, 9, 10, 12 and 15. Corresponding frequencies are given. In the question, it is asked to find the mean deviation about median. In order to calculate median, first thing we have to find out for grouped data, to find the cumulative frequency. How to find the cumulative frequency? First thing, we write 8. We write the first frequency there. Then, adding the first and second frequency. 8 plus 6, it is 14. Next, 14 plus 2, 16. 16 plus 2, 18. 18 plus 2, 20. And 20 plus 6, 26. That is, the sum of all frequencies is 26, which is an even number. How to find median when the sum of frequencies is an even number? When it is an even number, you have to find the average of n by 2th and n by 2 plus 1 frequency. That is, we have to find the average of 13th and 14th frequency. 13th and 14th frequency means it is 13, first frequency is 8, then observation 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 are, data points are 7. Therefore, average of 13 and 14 means it is 7 plus 7 divided by 2, it is again 7. Therefore, we have found out the median of this data set is 7. Now, to find the mean deviation, usual procedure, deviation from median, absolute value, 7 minus 5, 2. Then 7 minus 7, 0, 7 minus 9. Taking the absolute value, it is 2. 7 minus 10, 3. 7 minus 12, minus 5. Taking the absolute value, it is plus 5. Again 7 minus 15 and taking the absolute value, it is 8. Now you have to multiply these deviations or absolute values with the corresponding frequencies. That is 2 into 8 will give you 16. 6 into 0, 0. 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 3, 6. 2 into 5, 10. And 6 8s are 48. Now to find the mean deviation, it is sum of I from 1 to n fi into modulus of xi minus median divided by sum of the frequencies. That is, you have to find the sum of these values. The sum of these values is 84. That is, 84 divided by 26 will give you mean deviation about median for this particular data, which is 3.23. Again, you have to round the final answer to 2 decimal places. And the same method you have to do question number 8 from the exercises homework, that is to find the mean deviation about median for data xi 15, 21, 27, 30, 35 and frequencies, corresponding frequencies are also given. So you have to check whether the sum of the cumulative frequencies, whether it is even or odd, and find the median accordingly, then find the mean deviation about median. In the next session, we will be discussing how to find the mean deviation about mean and median for continuous data, and we will learn shortcut method on how to find the mean deviation. And with this, we will finish this topic. Thank you.